We're going to talk about your state of being and how that manifests everything. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Law of Attraction Detox, where we detoxify from toxic techniques and instead we focus on our confident, true nature, where all the manifestational power exists here in the present moment, full of trust, full of vibrancy, full of life. So today I'd like to chat a little bit about our frequency, our vibration, our vibe, and how it attracts things into our life. One of the things I've noticed on my very long manifestational journey, you don't need to try to correct every single thought. You don't need to be afraid of every single thought in order to cultivate a state of being that is conducive to the life that you'd like to see. You want the people, you want the places, you want the things. I get it. I did too, until I discovered that my true nature, if I confidently rest in that space, is full of consciousness, full of love, full of awareness of my surroundings, of myself, of how I'm feeling, full of vitality, full of positivity, full of life. That is what I confidently am most of the time in my life. And I got there not because I forced myself to think differently or hurt myself by shaming myself for not being the person I needed myself to be. But I got there into that vibe, into that state of being by allowing myself to experience the thoughts and the disappointments and the sadness and the anger and the resentment and the fear. I let it all through me. See, we're like a vessel, and if you imagine yourself like a vase, you're like a flower vase, and you are filling yourself up with rocks, you'll never have any space for water to put those flowers in. So when you are going through these compartments of your mind, you must remember that this is not who you are. This is a state of being that is recycling and spitting out anything that no longer serves the true nature that you are. It is always trying to come through. See, you don't have to do anything. You know, the state of being thing, like people are always like, okay, do this, do these techniques. And it's like, you don't really need to do anything because it's natural. Okay, the only thing that you might need to do is sit with yourself morning and night and check in. How often have you checked in with yourself today? Do you feel your pelvis in the chair? Do you feel your breath? Do you notice your sensations in your body? Can you even notice throughout the day before you've ignored yourself for so long and now you're experiencing a high anxiety red alert? You know, in my experience, I would ignore myself until I experienced so much anxiety, and then my body would shut down and I would go into numbness and depression. And it was this constant oscillating of cycles. And then I would listen to some sort of Abraham Hicks or something, bless her heart. I think she's got a great message, but it would give me this false hope and this idea that I could just change my life if I controlled and manipulated every single thought. And I'm here to tell you that your state of being, yes, thoughts can contribute to it, but when you find that natural, juicy state of being, those thoughts come up naturally. That's what I'm helping with my clients. They've noticed, oh my God, my thoughts naturally are changing. You now become aware of the thoughts that no longer serve you, and it's very easy to say, interesting, and let those ones just slide right out of your mind into the abyss to be recycled. Okay, they're just recycling thoughts. They're just coming through as energy transmissions to be composted and made into healthy, fertile soil again. The problem is you've been taught that your thoughts create things and you trap them with, oh no, not again. Please don't. Shit, I don't want to think these thoughts, they're going to manifest. Instead of just looking at them and thinking, interesting. You don't need to say, no, go away. You don't need to make a big deal about it at all. Actually, the more of a big deal you make about those things, the bigger they get and the louder they get and the more they multiply, and then they make thought babies. And then before you know it, you're just over inhabited with thoughts that you feel like you can't control. And then you go back into this loop, of, oh shit, now I'm stuck here. None of this works. It works for other people, but it doesn't work for me. Well, I'm here to tell you it does. Sit with yourself morning and night. Find out what are your dominant states of being? Find out what you're dominantly thinking about. If you're dominantly thinking, I am not going to be chosen, he doesn't want me, he doesn't like me, she isn't going to call me, I'm not going to get the job more than likely. Or if on the flip side, you are delusionally telling yourself things like, if I do this affirmation, he's going to call me in 30 seconds, because it's not happening right here. What's happening right here is you sitting here under this tree enjoying the sun with me. That's what's happening right now. Any other thought of, ooh, if I do this affirmation, I'll get the job. If I focus on this, then money's going to come into my life. Like, you are forcing a boulder up a hill. You are trying to force what is a natural mechanism of manifestation. It's natural. It just happens. Like, I don't know really how else to describe it other than it just happens. The opportunities just come. The placement of everything is literally perfect. Like, you cannot orchestrate it with your mind. And so the more that you are trying to, like, I'm going to count $100 bills, and then maybe I'll eventually be counting out $100 bills. But for the most part, you are dominantly in a place of, I don't have enough. Money's really hard to get. I have no clue how it could get to me, or if you're like, I'm imagining this person calling me and they're going to ask me to marry them and this and that. And like, but you don't love yourself, and you aren't taking care of yourself, and you're, ignoring yourself. Like, these are all of the things that are more vital than any manifestational technique. So your state of being becomes an easy, effortless manifestation machine when you sit with yourself morning and night. I'm going to say it again, because you're probably still searching, like I was, for something else. There has to be something else. There has to be something else. I must be missing something. No, you're not. It is that you have been taught and trained to ignore your senses, to ignore your body, to push through, to only go have a bathroom break when we're supposed to have a bathroom break, like in school when we were little. Like, you can't have a bathroom break until 11 o'clock or something. Like, we're taught to ignore and bypass everything inside of our system that would tell us the direction to go, because we are an internal GPS system that literally navigates us to our wildest dreams and better. But here's the thing, here's the caveat. You've got to trust that Kristen Sophia on this YouTube channel is going to bring you to that place. That by listening, sitting, watching the trees, looking at the sky, enjoying the breeze, breathing deeply into your body for 3 minutes in the morning, and 3 minutes at night is going to completely change your life. Okay, don't trust me? Well, I don't know what to tell you. Give me a shout out. Contact me in the comments below. Let me know how you're doing. Give me an email. Let me try to direct you. Like, I'm just over here being of service, wanting to help you, because I was in this place once where I just was lost and just didn't realize that I was already found within. I already had everything I needed in there. And you do too. So much love to you. I'm going to go enjoy my day now. Okay, bye for now.